Well, another Sunday, another week. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Good to hang with you this week. With the weather turning, I thought I'd go with the Aloha look. Oops, sorry for that blowout in the back there. Hey, so I've had the most glorious week teaching. It has been it's been filled with my teacher, Sanford Meisner, was an absolute genius. He was. Sandy created a way of working that was all about truth. It was all about being present and real and authentic and free and grounded and at the core, not giving a flying flipping rip what anybody thinks. There. That's what the Meisner technique crystallized is all about. There's more to it, of course, but when it's all said and done, that's what it's about. And we have a beautiful new class of 20 students, 19 actually. We've lost one. That's part of it. That happens. But man, what a beautiful room. What a beautiful group. And to watch their growth from the first day they walked into that room, and to watch them just starting to just get freer and freer is, honestly, a great highlight. But we have the Meisner technique is taught in a total of 6 3-month sessions. So we have session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 happening, and they all just keep growing and expanding on the previous session. So guess what? Everyone's growing and expanding. Sandy used to say, to be a world-class actor, you have to have a world-class instrument to play, and you are that instrument. And man, is he right. And so, yes, I'm talking about the first session, but oh my God, you won't believe what I got to experience during the course of this week, at every level of the training. And I left class night after night just humbled that this is my job and that I get to be a part of such a, the word sacred is sacred. The word sacred is it's a big word, man. So I don't throw that around casually, but I honestly believe that what happens in those rooms, not every night, but a lot, is sacred. And this week I had a week of sacredness with our students. In the final session, so this last Thursday night, there's an exercise done where Sandy had us come in and share something deep, very personal. Basically, you shared a story, and there's a reason for it. It wasn't just some gratuitous vomit, some psychotherapy deal. It has nothing to do with that. But you were asked to come in and share the most heartbreaking thing that's ever happened to you, and this is to lay the foundation for an exercise that's coming. And we have a 6-session class going on right now that is as solid of a class, forget 6 session, that we've ever had. They are a beautiful group of actors, dreamers, and people. And they have become a class in the purest sense of that word too. But that's not the point. The point is that person after person the other night got up and was just so dang vulnerable, real, rich, and pure. Just authentic, just deep. And when I walked out of that class on Thursday night, I got in my car and I just sat there. And I said prayers of gratitude for what just happened, for the sacredness of that experience. Now, the reason why I'm sharing all this is that regardless of what you're doing in your life these days, whether you're living your dream or beginning to go after it, or maybe you're not able to do it right now for legitimate reasons or maybe unhealthy reasons too, But regardless, when you're here, Al Pacino once said about doing live theater, He says, you have to be careful about doing live theater. It ruins ordinary life. I think I shared this recently. And if you've ever experienced working in front of an audience, and again, this is not some ego deal. It's not for your ego. It's not about the applause. It's about the exchange, the sacred exchange. The thing about live theater is so incredible is that, you're the audience and actor, you're breathing the same air, man. You can't turn the channel. They're right there. And the other cool thing about live theater versus television, with television or film, you have to look at what they're going to show you. That's all you get to see. In theater, you decide where you're going to look next. You're in control of what's happening as well, to a degree. And it can really be, obviously a very powerful, amazing thing. So when Pacino talks about that, he says you have to be careful of doing live theater. It ruins ordinary life. Man, after all these years of touring these shows, I know what he's talking about, because there's such a richness that happens in this exchange, and it is sacred. It is. And so my point is that, we're all on this journey. Everybody just wants to be happy. Everybody just is trying to do the very best they can. And I just hope that as you take inventory of your life right now, that you can find areas where you can have an outlet to either where a place to be able to be around others that see you, get you, believe in you, empower you, and that you trust, and that you have an outlet for that. Especially if you're not living your dream, especially if you're doing a job that you don't really care for right now. I mean, when it's all said and done, why are we here? What's the point? And I mean, I'm not going to begin to crack open that one. That's more of a rhetorical one. You answer it for yourself. I have very strong views. Well, here, I'll say it. I believe we're here to truly figure out why we're here, and what our purpose is of a job or a situation. For some it's being a mother, or whatever. And I'm not trying to minimize that by saying whatever. I just simply mean whatever else. So sometimes people, I'm just a mother. I've heard people say that. I've heard women. I mean, my God, you're heroic. For me as a father, there's nothing I'll ever do that's greater than that. I know that. So I know I'm rambling a bit here, so I'll tie it up. I guess what I'm trying to say is that my hope for you is that you can find a place where it's safe to be who you really, really, really are. And that it's encouraged so that you flourish, so that you can have moments like I had this week. I hope there's something there for you.